Welcome to my channel. Have you ever noticed that some people stay strong even when life gets very hard, but others break down from small problems? What is their secret? Why do some people solve problems easily while others stay stuck in stress and confusion? Today, you will learn a simple but powerful truth that can change your whole life. Problems are not your enemy. Problems are your training. And once you learn how to handle them, your life becomes much easier, calmer, and smarter. Chapter 1. Welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered why some people stay strong in difficult situations while others fall apart even when small problems come into their life? Have you ever noticed that the problem is not always the problem itself, but the way we think about it? Today, we are going to understand a very powerful truth that can change your entire life. Every problem has a solution, but most people fail not because the solution is missing, but because their thinking becomes weak in the moment of difficulty. When a problem comes, the first reaction of most people is fear, confusion, and stress. Their mind starts running in different directions, their heart starts beating fast, and they begin to imagine the worst possible outcomes. In that moment, the problem is not outside, it is inside the mind. The way you think about a problem decides how big it becomes. A small issue can look like a disaster if your mind is not calm. But the same problem can become simple if your thinking is clear and controlled. This is why strong people are not those who never face problems, but those who stay calm when problems appear. Life is not designed to be easy. Life is designed to test you, shape you, and make you stronger through challenges. Every difficulty carries a hidden lesson, and every struggle is trying to teach you something important about yourself. But you can only learn that lesson when you stop reacting emotionally and start responding calmly. So the first and most important step in solving any life problem is to control your inner state. When a problem comes, do not say, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, train your mind to say, "I am ready to handle this. I will find a way through this situation." This small change in thinking creates a powerful shift in your energy. Now you are no longer a victim of the problem. You become the observer of the problem. And the moment you become an observer, your mind starts working in a smarter way. You begin to see options instead of obstacles. You begin to think clearly instead of emotionally. Another important truth is that emotions can make problems bigger than they really are. Fear makes things look impossible. Anger makes things look unfair. Stress makes things look hopeless. But calmness brings clarity, and clarity brings solutions. This is why successful people always take a pause before reacting. They do not rush into decisions. They take a deep breath, slow down their thoughts, and allow their mind to reset. Even a few seconds of silence can completely change your thinking power. In real life, the solution to most problems is already inside you, but it becomes visible only when your mind is calm. If your mind is full of fear, you cannot see the answer, even if it is right in front of you. So, always remember this simple rule: calm mind, clear thinking, better decisions. Stress mind, confused thinking, wrong decisions. This is the difference between people who solve problems and people who get stuck in problems. From today, you must train yourself to pause before reacting. No matter how big the problem is, your first job is not to fix it immediately. Your first job is to control your mind. Because when your mind is strong, no problem can break you. And when your mind is weak, even small problems can defeat you. Life will continue to bring challenges, but you must learn to face them with stability, patience, and clarity. This is the foundation of problem solving. If you master this first step, every other step will become easier. Remember, problems are not here to destroy you. They are here to develop you into a stronger version of yourself. Chapter 2. Welcome back. Now that you understand the first and most important step of problem solving, which is staying calm and controlling your mind, let's move deeper into the next powerful secret that changes everything in life. Most people fail to solve their problems not because they are weak, but because they try to handle everything at once. When a problem appears, their mind sees it like a huge mountain, something too big, too heavy, and too impossible to climb. In that moment, they feel stuck, confused, and powerless. But the truth is very simple. No problem is solved in one big jump. Every problem is solved step by step, piece by piece, and moment by moment. This is the hidden secret of strong and successful people. They never try to solve everything at once. They break everything into small and simple actions. Think about your daily life. If you look at your goals like improving your studies, fixing your financial situation, building confidence, or learning a new skill, they all look big when you think about them as a whole. But the moment you divide them into small steps, everything becomes possible. This is why breaking problems into smaller parts is one of the most powerful life skills you can ever learn. When a problem feels heavy, your mind becomes scared. But when you divide it into small pieces, your mind feels light and active again. For example, if someone says, "I want to improve my life," that sounds very big and unclear. But if you break it down into small actions like waking up early, learning something new daily, improving communication, and building good habits, suddenly the big problem disappears and only small steps remain. And small steps are not scary. Small steps are easy to start, and easy to start means easy to continue. Another important method is writing your problem down. When a problem stays inside your head, it keeps repeating again and again, making you feel more stressed and confused. But when you write it on paper, something magical happens. Your thoughts become clear. Your confusion reduces. And suddenly you can see the real problem instead of emotional fear. Writing turns chaos into clarity. And clarity is the first step towards solution. After writing, the next step is to divide the problem into parts. Ask yourself, what exactly is the problem? What is causing it? And what small actions can I take today to improve it? This simple thinking changes everything. Instead of one big, impossible problem, you now have small, manageable steps. and each step gives you confidence. Another powerful truth is that progress is more important than perfection. Many people stop before even starting because they want everything perfect. But perfection is an illusion. There is no perfect time, no perfect plan, and no perfect situation. If you wait for perfection, you will never start. Successful people start with imperfect conditions and improve along the way. They focus on movement, not perfection. Even a small step forward is better than standing still. You also need patience in this process. Big problems do not disappear instantly. They take time, but every small step you take brings you closer to the solution. Just like a staircase, you reach the top one step at a time, not by jumping. Life works exactly the same way. Slow progress is still progress, and consistent progress leads to success. So always remind yourself that I do not need to solve everything today. I only need to take one small step today, because one step leads to another step, and slowly the problem becomes smaller and your strength becomes bigger. This is how strong and successful people move through life. Not by rushing, but by breaking problems into simple, powerful, and achievable steps. Chapter 3. Welcome back once again. Now you already know two powerful truths. First, you must stay calm in any situation. Second, you must break big problems into small steps. Now, in this chapter, we're going to learn a life-changing habit that most people completely ignore, and that is the power of asking better questions instead of complaining. This one shift in thinking can change your entire life, because the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts, and the quality of your thoughts depends on the questions you ask yourself every day. Most people, when they face a problem, immediately start complaining. They say, "Why is this happening to me? Why my life is so hard? Why nothing works for me? And what did I do wrong?" These questions feel normal, but they are very dangerous because they trap your mind in negativity. When you ask weak questions, your mind gives you weak answers. And weak answers never solve strong problems. Complaining does not change anything. It only makes your mind tired, your heart heavy, and your energy low. But successful people think completely differently. They do not waste time complaining. Instead, they ask powerful, solution-based questions. They ask, "How can I fix this? What is the next step? What can I learn from this situation? And what is in my control right now?" These types of questions open the door of solutions. Your brain is like a search engine. It always tries to answer the question you give it. So if you ask negative questions, your brain will search for negative answers. But if you ask solution-focused questions, your brain will automatically start searching for solutions. This is why one person stays stuck in problems and another person grows through the same problem. The difference is not luck, it is thinking. Another powerful question you must learn is, what can I control and what cannot I control? Many people waste their energy on things they cannot change. They keep thinking about the past, other people's actions, and situations outside their control. But strong people focus only on what they can control, like their attitude, their effort, their habits, and their next action. When you focus only on what you can control, your stress automatically reduces and your clarity increases. One of the most powerful mindset shifts is replacing why me with try me. When life challenges you, do not think why this is happening. Instead, think, how can I grow from this? This turns pain into power. This turns fear into learning. And this turns problems into opportunities. Every problem also carries a lesson, but you can only see that lesson when you ask the right questions. Instead of saying this is unfair, ask, what is this teaching me? Instead of saying I cannot do this, ask how can I learn to do this? Instead of saying I am stuck, ask what is my next move? These small changes create massive results over time. Another important habit is asking for help when needed. Many people feel shy to ask questions or seek guidance, but asking for help is not weakness, it is intelligence. Nobody knows everything. Even the strongest people learn from others. When you ask for help, you save time, avoid mistakes, and grow faster. So never hesitate to learn from someone who has already solved the problem you are facing. Remember this simple truth. Your life changes the moment you change your questions. If your questions are weak, your life will stay weak. If your questions are powerful, your life will become powerful. So from today, stop complaining and start questioning in a smart way. Because the right question does not just give you an answer, it gives you direction, clarity, and a path forward. And that is how strong, intelligent, and successful people solve life problems every single day. Chapter 4. Welcome back. Now you already understand 3 powerful truths of life. First, stay calm when problems appear. Second, break big problems into small steps. Third, ask better questions instead of complaining. Now, in this chapter, we are going to learn one of the biggest reasons why people fail in life, even when they know what to do, and that is overthinking instead of taking action. This is a silent habit that destroys dreams, slowly because people do not realize that thinking too much without action is the same as standing still. Many people believe they are solving their problems by thinking about them again and again, but in reality they are only increasing fear, stress, and confusion. Overthinking creates imaginary problems that do not even exist in real life. It makes small issues feel like big disasters and makes simple decisions feel impossible. But successful people think differently. They do not wait for perfect clarity. They take action even when they are unsure, because they know one simple truth. Thinking creates ideas, but action creates results. Without action, even the best idea has no value. One of the biggest traps in life is believing that you need a perfect plan before starting. Many people delay their progress because they think they must understand everything first. They wait for the perfect time, perfect situation, and perfect confidence. But the truth is, there is no perfect time in life. If you keep waiting for perfect conditions, you will never start. Successful people start with imperfect plans and adjust along the way. They learn while doing, not before doing. This is why they grow faster while others stay stuck. Another important truth is that small actions are more powerful than big thinking. You do not need to solve your entire problem in one day. You only need to take one small step forward. One message sent, one page read, one decision made, or one small habit improved. These small actions may look simple, but they create momentum. And momentum is very powerful because once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep moving. The hardest part is always the beginning, not the journey itself. Many people also fear mistakes, which stops them from taking action. But mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are feedback. They show you what works and what does not work. Every successful person in the world has failed many times, but they use those failures as lessons, not excuses. The real failure is doing nothing, because when you do nothing, you learn nothing, you gain nothing, and you grow nothing. Action is the only way to improve your life. Another powerful method to beat overthinking is the 5-second rule. When you feel stuck or hesitant, count backwards from 5 to 1 and immediately take action. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This simple habit interrupts your fear and pushes your brain into movement before excuses appear. It helps you break the cycle of delay and hesitation. You also need to understand that confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after action. Many people wait to feel confident before starting something, but confidence is built through doing, not thinking. The more you act, the more confident you become. So you must give yourself permission to start, even if you feel unsure, even if you feel scared, and even if you feel unprepared, because action creates strength, and strength creates confidence. From today, you must choose movement over thinking. Instead of asking, "What if this goes wrong?" ask, "What if this works?" Instead of delaying, start immediately. Instead of waiting, begin with what you have, because life does not reward thinking alone. Life rewards action, and every small step you take in the right direction brings you closer to success. So, remember this simple truth. Less thinking, more doing. Less fear, more action. Less delay, more progress. This is how strong and successful people solve problems and build their lives. Chapter 5. Welcome back. Now, you have already learned 4 powerful life lessons. First, stay calm when problems appear. Second, break big problems into small steps. Third, ask better questions instead of complaining. Fourth, stop overthinking and start taking action. Now, in this final chapter, we are going to bring everything together and learn the final mindset that makes a person truly strong. and that is learning from others, staying positive, and taking full responsibility for your life. These three habits complete the journey of becoming a real problem solver in life. First, let's talk about learning from others. One of the smartest things you can ever do in life is to understand that you do not have to solve every problem alone. Many people before you have faced similar challenges, and many of them have already found solutions. So instead of struggling in isolation, a wise person learns from experience. You can read books, watch educational content, listen to mentors, or talk to people who are more experienced than you. Learning from others does not make you weak. It makes you intelligent. Because why repeat mistakes that others have already made and solved? Every time you learn from someone, you save time, reduce stress, and move forward faster in life. Next, we talk about staying positive during difficult times. Problems always create pressure. They bring fear, confusion, and sometimes sadness. But negativity never solves anything. It only makes the problem feel bigger than it really is. A strong mind always chooses hope, even in difficult situations. Being positive does not mean ignoring problems. It means believing that solutions exist and you are capable of finding them. When you tell yourself that I can handle this, I will find a way, your mind becomes stronger and more focused. But when you keep thinking everything is bad, everything is impossible, your energy drops and your thinking becomes weak. That is why you must protect your mindset. Stay away from constant negativity, avoid people who drain your energy, and stay close to those who encourage you to grow. A positive mind does not mean a problem-free life. It means a powerful life, where you believe you can overcome any problem. Now, the most important part of this chapter is responsibility. This is the final key that unlocks real success. Many people blame others when problems appear. They say, "It is not my fault. It is because of others," or "it is because of situations." But blaming never solves anything. It only gives your power away. When you blame others, you become weak because you are depending on things outside your control. But when you take responsibility, you become powerful because you take control of your own life. Responsibility means saying, "This is my life, and I will handle it." Even if the problem was not created by you, the solution still belongs to you. Strong people never wait for someone else to fix their life. They take action themselves. They ask, "What can I do right now? How can I improve this situation? And what is my next step forward?" This mindset creates leaders, not followers. When you accept responsibility, you stop being a victim and start becoming a creator of your future. Everything you do, every decision you take, and every response you give shapes your life. So choose carefully. Choose growth instead of excuses. Choose action instead of blame. Choose responsibility instead of helplessness. Now let's connect everything together. Stay calm when problems come. Break them into small steps. Ask better questions. Take action without delay. Learn from others. Stay positive in hard times. And finally, take full responsibility for your life. If you follow these simple but powerful principles, there is no problem in this world that can stop you. Life will always bring challenges, but those challenges are not here to break you. They are here to build you. And if you follow everything you learned in this series, you will not just solve problems. You will grow stronger from every problem you face. If you learned something valuable from this video, then don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs motivation, and subscribe to the channel for more simple English learning and life-changing lessons. And comment below one thing you will change in your life starting today. Remember, problems will always come, but your strength is greater than every problem.